Take the journey into the unknown with SNX Radio as we delve into the enigmatic world of UFO sightings and extraterrestrial abductions. Join us for conversations with leading experts and individuals who have encountered these otherworldly beings, uncovering secrets about their experiences, contact stories, and the profound implications for humanity. Listen as we reveal the incredible narratives of those who have undergone alien abductions, shedding light on the psychological and spiritual impacts of these encounters. Explore the depths of consciousness and spirituality as we discuss how these experiences may connect us to something greater beyond our understanding.
Blow a drop codes in the chat at night. Coordinate states, what they keep out of sight. SNX dialed in, we decode each line. Turn the volume to the truth, let it cut through the lies.
Dial spinning past midnight, static sparks on the chrome. Name lights up on the backlit glass. Coley calling you home. Signal in the sky, little blip on the black. Every meter in my mind, redlining on the track. I can feel that home in the bones, in the glow. Every beat says run, but the rhythm says go. Are you ready for the lift off? Are you ready for the spin? When the unknown pulls you closer, do you fight or die right in? ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Take the journey into the unknown. Turn it up till the speakers blow. We're chasing shadows, never alone. ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Feel the future under your skin. Every heartbeat out on the floor is a countdown. Baby, tune in. Numbers race the clock, neon blur in my eyes. Every corner that we cut draws a map in the night. I don't need a map, I just follow the tone. Every switch, every flick is a door to the zone. Are you ready for the drop now? Are you ready for the spin? When the night cracks wide open, let the strange light pour in. ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Take the journey into the unknown. Turn it up till the speakers blow. We're chasing shadows, never alone. ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Feel the future under your skin. Every heartbeat out on the floor is a countdown. Hey baby, tune in. Close your eyes, let it scan you. Every thought, every code, every scar. Way attuned to the same strange channel. Every heart like a distant star. Hey, so run with me through the glitch and the glow, where the dial never finds the end. If we're lost on this wild transmission, then get lost with me again.
ColeyUFO in the building. If you hear this, you already tuned in.
Truth be undisclosure. We break that silence over. Hands up on our shoulder to shoulder. They can't hide this takeover. Truth be undisclosure. When it's in the sky, get closer. Cause the next wave we flip the cover.
Coley got the world on hover. Yo, I was 10 when I saw that flash. Silver disc cut clean through the overcast. Mama said, boy, that's just a plane. But the thing did a right angle, drifted, vanished in the rain. Late night flipping dials on a crack deck. Calling show folks dated, looking better than far field. Circles in a weak row, others every trucks on the black dark dirt road. Black suits, black shades, move quiet. Tell you where the balloon if you riot. Classified stamp on the radar blip, but the tape got out, now it's all on the clip. Files in the basement, they got deadlines. Whole page black, but the truth still shines. If it's nothing, why they guard that folder? Now everybody listening over their shoulder.
Hush, hush, but the ground keeps shaking. Night sky lit and your phone keeps waiting. They say stand down, but the crowd's way bolder. Turn that dial, feel the signal get colder there. Truth be undisclosure. We break that silence over. Hands up higher, shoulder to shoulder. They can't hide this takeover. Truth be undisclosure.
The lights in the sky get closer. SNX wave, we flip that cover. Coley got the world on hover.
Yeah, late shift out back on a smoke break. Saw three lights glide and freeze and rotate. No sound, but my heart went drum, drum. Next blink, 1 inches from the loading dock door. I'm face to face with a long black pupil. Time slowed down, every hair stood mutual. Thought I screamed, but we talked in flashes. Images, maps, burning through the lashes. They showed me cities, oceans, endings. Then a clean ring with a brand new sending. Said we've been knocking, you've been blind. Your leader sign checks and erase your minds. Wars in the sky with the logos off. Secret crews take notes when the engines cough. Lights in the security, same old script. But they scrub that footage from your nightly clips.
Too many eyes, you can't just blame weather. Too many nights with that bright, strange tether. We feel that hump, that invisible motor. Coley on the mic, bring the wave in closer.
Truth be undisclosure. We break that silence over. Hands up high to shoulder to shoulder. Wake your eyes, take over. Truth be undisclosure.
The lights in the sky get closer. SNX wave, we flip that cover. Coley got the world on hover.
Who's got questions?
We got questions,
Who wants answers?
real confessions.
Who see lights when the night gets colder? Crowd chant loud. Truth be undisclosure.
It's all that glow, put your hand up high. If you lost hope, I was never knew quite why. If your dash cam caught that impossible turn, now the world tuned in, let the whole thing burn.
Truth be undisclosure. We break that silence over. Hands up high to shoulder to shoulder. They can't hide this takeover. Truth be undisclosure.
Lights in the sky get closer. SNX wave, we flip the cover. Coley got the world on hover. SNX Radio. ColeyUFO. If you can hear this, you're a part of the show.
Lights in the sky. Lights in the sky UFO. Boom! Lasers! Bass explosion! Everybody jump! Beam me higher! ColeyUFO, beam me up, lights go on, turn it up, ColeyUFO, forever in the stars, top 10 dance, we're going far, ColeyUFO.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of SNX Radio. Hey, Blazer, is there any way that you can turn the video off? It's not even letting me see it up that far. So, yeah, thank you. StreamYard, I'm telling you, you and me are not friends right now, and that's definitely the case because it will let me, and then all of a sudden it blocked me from scrolling. So I was like stuck with the video, and I was like, what is it doing? I don't know. I just have to stop complaining about it and actually do something about it. But we will be switching. This I'm definitely certain of. So yeah, thank you for staying with me on that one. I was trying to fix the problem myself, and obviously I could not do that. And my chat is not even. Let's see here we go. So I got some chat. So yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to, and I'm going to go through. It's nice to see everybody in chat now that I can see you. That's awesome. Yeah. And Pops, I will get that added. I had a little bit of a problem. You know what I'm talking about, adding that, but I will do that as soon as we get done. So it's nice to see everybody here in chat as always. And you guys, it's so exciting because we have Eric from PNW-Rush and Glenn on. So, but I just want to say really quick, hi, John Allen. It's nice to see you and welcome. Blazer is producing this behind the scenes. So thank you, Blazer. And we have Cindy. She's a part of the Cryptid Crew panel. So if you're not familiar, we are going to do that the second Monday of every month. We're going to have Pops' Cryptid panel on. So that will be absolutely, they are a great group. They really are. So it's nice to see you, Cindy. And we have, let's see, Andrew. And Andrew, you're with your Iowa, huh? I on purpose even. I don't know. Lori Ladd. Lori's a part of the Cryptid Crew too. She's on the panel. She's absolutely wonderful. They have a amazing group. They're really they're a breath of fresh air. The cryptid people are very cool. I'll have to say that. And yeah, they have a lot of fun doing it too. And we have Larry. We have 3 Larrys. So and we have Chiro. Now I have mangled. I'm so sorry. About that, but here I think it called it Triru. She's so nice. That's from Midwest Night Watchers over there. Jane, if you have not, go over and definitely follow them. They are a great crew over there. And we have Steamboats. It's great, yeah, having you. Spider Bite, welcome. We got some thunder from down under in the chat now. Gotta love them. And Real Baker, good to see you. And let's see, we have I hate missing anybody, especially if I'm going through. Kurt W75 is in the house. And I also don't, PNW, yeah. If you guys have not yet, or you are not subscribed, definitely go over to his channel and do so. Him and Glenn go on some adventures and they have some great evidence. I'm going to let him tell you more about it when I bring them on. They're absolutely, how fun. Carl Sup, hey, Sup Carl. Carl's great too. Let's see. I think if I missed anyone, I do apologize. I definitely will. Oh, Bigfoot. Oh, we got Bigfoot Dwarf. BFD is in the house. He's got a great channel too. If you have not subscribed to Bigfoot Dwarf, please go over and do so. He's got some great stuff over there. I'm glad I didn't miss you, buddy. And yeah, we did let's see. Oh, Gustavo UFOs. If you have not gone over to Bigfoot Dwarf's channel, definitely do so and check it out. He was just on the other day. It was so much fun to have him. And I think that we are concluding upon this. I don't want to I know I will probably, Midwest Night Watchers. Here we go. Definitely get over and subscribe to them. And if, like I said, if I missed you, I do apologize and I will catch you in chat. But without further ado, I'm going to welcome to the stage Eric, who you know as PNW-Rush, and Glenn. And Glenn, he's a handful too, so he's great. So I'd like to welcome both of you on. I apologize. I was stuck. So I did a little bit lengthier of an intro than I even warned you guys about, but I don't know why it does this. I literally get trapped by it. So yes, welcome. And why don't you, and you're nobody does this better than themselves. Tell everybody who you are, and what you do. And if they don't know you, just a little bit about yourself. I really appreciate you coming on today.
Oh, no problem. This is great. Great to be here. Love watching your show. I love your intros. Like I said, I just sit in my car when I'm on my way home from work and crank up your music.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm Eric. If you haven't know me from PNW-Rush, I started the channel about 2.5 years ago, and I drug Glenn along with me on most of my trips if I can. So.
And Glenn's next to him. They went to college together.
That's right. Back in 1986, Eric was my first roommate. He was a junior and I was a freshman, and we played soccer together, and that's how we met. And we've been best friends ever since. I've actually known Eric longer than I've been married to my wife.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah. And then you said that Glenn is the troublemaker out of the crew, right?
That's absolutely not true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always having to bail him out of situations or do things that he didn't do.
Eric is by far the biggest instigator, and I just get blamed for everything.
Oh, one of those.
My wife say we share the same brain, but it just equals one brain. It's not two brains melding together. It's just equals one.
Yeah, my wife pretty much thinks I'm going to leave her and go live with Glenn, but I don't know.
I had a best friend for years like that. I was kind of mad but I said we were closer. It was so much fun though. It's so much fun to have that best friend to go and share all this stuff and these experiences with. You can be crazy together. People can think that you're batshit crazy together.
Yeah, but then you get back and his wife yells at him to yell at me because I made him do something stupid.
Because I'm in a hospital.
So it is. Oh, so Glenn, you've gotten blamed for it, but it's actually Eric who's the troublemaker.
It's 100% Eric's fault that I ended up.
I gotcha.
According to my wife.
Oh yes, and don't you just leave it like that. It'll be easier on Eric than it will be on you, Glenn.
That's right. But so we met in college and been best friends ever since. And then what was it, about 2010 or so, we started doing backpacking trips together.
Yep.
Yeah. So so we did that, and then what was it, 21 or 22, I ran across the Bluff Creek project online, and I just called Glenn and said, "Hey, want to make a trip?" So we made a trip down to Bluff Creek.
Here we go.
Pile on in, yeah.
Check out the Patty site. So, we didn't think we'd actually find anything down there, but that was a lie. Yeah. But just so you know, we'll start it out with this. This right here was a cast taken.
This is awesome.
You can tell them all about it.
So, working out in my gym, I always wear a Bigfoot shirt, and one of my gym mates, said, "Oh, you like Bigfoot?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I told her all about, for years that, I've been a Bigfoot believer, and she had this Bigfoot print, and it didn't mean anything to her other than she broke up with her boyfriend who had it, and she kept it out of spite. And it took me at least 2 or 3 years to con this out of her. But she finally gave it to me one day to borrow to be on a podcast. And she said, "I just think it's yours now." So I didn't ask for clarification. I just kept it. And now
you grabbed that and you ran.
me and Eric just share it back and forth, Yeah. Every 6 months it will.
Yeah. So it is an actual cast from Bluff Creek, 1967.
Wow.
Yeah. Right there. So that's how we ended up with an actual cast from 1967.
We're not giving it back.
Yeah, no one gets it back. Real or not, Patty, it's ours.
That's right.
Yeah, and so she wants it back. It's broken. Yeah, that's a cast you made of the cast. That thing is gone from years ago. It does not.
Apparently, it broke at one point though.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
if
really?
you look at it up close, it's been repaired.
Yeah.
Right down there. So at one point, someone did break it, probably during one of their fights.
Oh yeah, can you imagine breaking that? Oh,
Break your foot.
don't break the foot. Yeah,
That's what ended the relationship, I'm sure.
Yeah.
that's are they still married or they're divorced? That's probably why he broke her foot.
Exactly.
Yeah, she got the kids in the foot.
Smart girl. Yeah, I wouldn't ask you. So, Glenn, what kind of tactics were you just like on trying to get this cough up this foot that you wanted?
Oh, I tell you, it was years and years of just pure compliments. You know, how nice you look today. Boy, that was a really good lift there. You know, stuff like that. I just, you know,
you're in it to win it. Yeah, the long run.
Heart thing, you know.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
And I would call him once in a while. Well, is she going to give you the foot or not?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, how long did this go on for, Glenn? I mean, you really have
I think it
endurance
took us
here.
About 4 years or so.
4 years.
I really wanted the foot, you know.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never talked to her after that. But
Yeah, you made a clean getaway.
My wife won't let me hang it in the house or anything. So.
Oh, so it's probably like much of the UFO stuff. Do your counterparts think, "Oh God, I have to hear about it again"? You know, that type of. Oh man.
Yeah. He's got to get it framed though. Put it in one of those.
Yeah.
Make a lamp out of it. Yeah. Well, you should have that in like glass. Holy crap, that's the part of history right there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so anyway, Bluff Creek was our not that we didn't believe in Bigfoot before that, but Bluff Creek was our turning point. So we went down there, like I said, the Bluff Creek Project, they have directions on how to get down there and hike down to the picnic table and then get over to the actual site where Patty was. So we, you know, like I said, I called them up. I think it was probably like 2 weeks later, we just drove down there. And just before you get to the site, the last right turn, there's a big flat area, and there was a bunch of people there, and we talked to them. It was part of the Bluff Creek Project people, and then we headed on down, and then down at the berm where you park, as far as you can, we ran into Jonathan Easley from I always forget his channel, Northwest
Bigfoot.
I can't remember. Dwarf will put it in the thing. Anyway. So I met him down there. He gave me his card, and that was kind of like the introduction to kind of Bigfoot and kind of YouTube and, you know, being on social media with it. Not that I didn't have a channel at that point. And then so we hiked on down there, found the site where Patty was. They have a few trail cameras down there running all the time, trying to catch, you know, another glimpse of something. And then we camped down there.
Yeah, that was slightly scary, I thought. Really bizarre place. But the next day is when we hiked up the river.
Yeah.
Is it up the river?
Yeah, up the river.
Yeah, we hiked up the river and found a crazy peninsula where the river forks. We find this crazy peninsula. And that was kind of the beginning for us. Go ahead, tell her. It was.
Yeah, so we come up on this peninsula and we're looking around. It's kind of dark and, you know, very kind of dense as far as trees. A bunch of tall, skinny trees. But we get in there, and then all of a sudden, if Blazer wants to put up A1, we ran.
You even have them labeled. Oh my gosh, you guys are organized.
Oh, Eric's organized.
I'm the instigator.
Glenn is
not. Well, he's got to be good for something, Glenn, right? Yeah. You got the foot. He's okay.
Right. That's all. Okay. Yeah, or A will work.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah. So we ran into this tree structure. I mean, as soon as we saw it, it's like,
well, if Eric, he's facing, as we're hiking, he's walking right into it. He just looks at me and goes, "Glenn, check this out." And I'm looking at it. I can't believe it. And then I look down, and Eric has walked into like an old nest. And right away, you know exactly what it is. And there's no other thing that would do this. And it was super incredible. And it was also you know, it was kind of a creepy place, and then it just got even more creepy.
Yeah, that'd get creepy. I've seen a few stick structures. They are like
Yeah.
when it's bizarre. What do you
Yeah.
think they're for? What do you think they're used for?
I mean, I think it depends on the structure. I mean, I'm assuming it's some sort of signal for something, whether it's like, don't go here, we're partying, whatever. Which
looked like that was like a wall almost to the nest. Like it was a barrier of sorts.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been. I mean, it kind of had a tail to it. It kind of went out to the left.
The one I saw did too. It was like a long. I said I think there's a portal in there. Like it was so weird that I mean I get that's the best word I have to describe it. It was something like I'd never seen before.
Yeah,
we'd never seen anything like that before. That's for sure. And to even make it, I mean, we put our hands on it. You try to manipulate it. We couldn't do anything with that. It was so tightly woven that it was certainly beyond anything that we could do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was just strange. I mean, you know, at that point, like I said, we weren't investigating Bigfoot. We were just going down there because, you know, we grew up. We saw the Leonard Nimoy In Search Of when we were kids.
Look at that.
And, you know, from then on, you know, we always thought Patty was real. We never had any qualms about it. Even with
Patty doesn't seem like a fitting name for Bigfoot. Does Patty seem like? I always hear, and I'm like Patty. Yeah,
it should be formal, like Patricia.
Yeah, we can make a name change for her if you need. But
okay.
Yeah.
Can we submit? No, she needs something like fierce. You know, like Patricia's still not. That's not a no.
At least she's Patty. You know, she's just hanging out, getting some water.
Yeah,
walking away.
Yeah,
Patty.
So. Yeah, and yeah, what the tree structures are for, I mean, I'm assuming that the X's mean some sort of barrier. I mean, I would think that's kind of universal for every hominoid, really. It's like, you know, stay out of here or don't go past this. I'm assuming, but I have no idea. I've run across so many X's now in a couple of places that
that's
it's crazy.
Interesting.
So
are they different looking? The one I saw, they crossed, but they went down. But there was one stick. I mean, it was really intricate, like what I saw around a tree before. Do you think that different ones mean different things? I guess I never even looked at it from that perspective.
I think that as we come across the X's, there always tend to be at some sort of almost a geographic barrier that makes sense, like on the other side of a river or a trail or something that would kind of make sense that you shouldn't go there. Then we see bent trees.
Yeah.
And maybe that means there's water or something like that, or pointing you in a direction. So
that's
but the X's, you asked, like, are they different? And they're kind of not different. You know, I mean, some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, but they're definitely pretty good X's.
Yeah, most of the time I'm kind of getting a pattern with the X's is usually one of them is a live tree over and the other one is a placed tree, either stuck in the ground or whatever, but you know, one's live and one's dead most of the time that I run across up here, which is crazy. And then we have a bunch of other stick structures later on at some different places we'll show you. And this is we have another one similar to this. We have some X's. We have some that I call the asterisk. And then we have one we call the fence. I mean, there's, and I'm assuming there's tons of others. I probably walked by and had no idea it was a stick structure. But yeah, it's crazy. But X's are definitely the most common.
Do they all come out back like they have a tail on them? The ones I saw definitely did.
Oh, like this?
I think this style does.
Yeah.
Because we have another one. It's even a tiny one we come across. It's very similar, and it had a tail that was buried into the sand.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. But so anyway, this is the first spot that we went at Bluff Creek. We just hiked straight up the river, and we found the plateau, and we found this, and then also we were there. Of course, we weren't prepared for this, but we found something that looked like a footprint. And we had nothing to cast with it because we weren't at that time Bigfooters. so we found that this hole in the ground looked like a foot, and it's pretty deep. And so we just said, okay, it's summer, it's dry, no one's coming up here probably, and if they do, they're probably not going to be in this exact spot. So we marked it, and we went back to Portland. We came back 1 or 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Just drove down just to cast this print.
Another 7-hour drive.
Yeah.
Get it on in, Glenn. We're going on a road trip.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and if you bring up A2 Blazer, yeah, that's the print that we found. So this was our very first cast right here that we did. And yeah, so it's kind of interesting.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So.
Oh, so you didn't get it from a lady, or you had to get it back?
We have multiple casts. The first one we got from
I was like, this whole story, Glenn, was made up. I was really getting into the story. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's real. That's real.
Okay, I got
the actual footprint though from Bluff Creek.
Yeah,
from the peninsula.
We had to get our own at some point.
Right. You can't have just a bar. Yeah, I get you. Can't have Glenn out conning them all off from people.
Only so much charisma can go around,
That's right.
It can only get you so far. One print.
You get started like a collection. This is from but I guess at some point
people that have them, maybe we can get the whole trackway.
Yeah,
but
that Glenn on them. You got it, Glenn.
That's right. That's his job now. I'm not going to get. Yeah, so we came back down and we did that print, which as soon as we started pouring, it's like, I think that's a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was nice. It was dry, so it was no problem. And then we also, at that point, we brought down some trail cameras because we thought, hey, let's put up trail cameras. This is starting our Bigfooting. So we originally put up 3 cheap trail cameras. They were kind of facing each other. We were hoping that, if something is trying to hide, maybe one of the other cameras would catch it or blah, blah, blah. But a couple of them broke and whatever. But we had one that caught something really strange. And if you bring up the video, Blazer, it's Bluff Creek Bigfoot.
Oh, wow.
So something's messing with it. Something's moving in front. Right there. Definitely a hairy thing. So, yeah. So this was definitely a stranger's footage. We had it forever, and we just couldn't figure it out. I mean, yes, there was something hairy on it, but there was something that looked like a pattern. See right there? It looked like a pattern. So it looks like I thought maybe it's someone with a ghillie suit or something like that.
Wow.
But if you know Sarah from, what is she now? Oregon Bigfoot Fade.
Oh, yes. So Sarah, she's sweet. I saw you on her show before.
Yeah. So, yeah. And when I showed this on her show, and then the next day, I sent it to her to analyze it, to break it down. And she did, because we couldn't figure it out forever. And like I said, there's that one section that looks like a pattern. Yeah. And we couldn't figure that out. I mean, that has to be man-made. She figured out it was the camera strap being flipped around. And then, yeah, so it was messing with the camera. What you saw is it moved back and forth. And then you see the camera strap a couple of different times come into the picture, and that's what the pattern was. And she figured that out, and she did like a close-up of her trail camera, strap, and it's the same pattern. So that's what that part is. So whatever this is playing with that strap, and that's what flies in the picture a couple of times.
Oh, I can see now you say that. Okay.
Yeah, we're throwing us completely off. I mean, we were just sitting on this thing for years. And then so she figured that out. And then she also figured out, if you bring up, let's not bring up that one yet. But okay, so bring up A3.
You are really organized.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see, as soon as it comes up.
It says it's up, but I'm not showing anything.
Yeah, I don't see it. There we go. So that same trail camera caught the infamous Cliff Barackman hiking through that area.
Hi, Cliff.
He was probably right behind the Bigfoot, probably chasing him. But no, it was like 9 months apart. But we weren't able to get to that camera that whole time. But Cliff showed up on our camera. And then after Sarah did the analysis of the footage, she broke it down to basically one still where you could see that it looked like an arm. So that's what was playing with the strap. So it was the arm and the back of supposedly a Bigfoot. So if you bring up A6, Blazer, this is the comparison of that creature. See right there in the white line. I don't know, you probably can't see my arrow, but the white line on the creature, that's what she considered the elbow, which I can see. That's the elbow of the creature as it's messing with things.
Oh, wow.
And then all the way to the right is Cliff Barackman. As close as he got to the camera, that's his shoulder. So imagine the height difference between these two creatures.
You can even see a lighter hair going through there. I mean, that's definitely hair.
Yeah. It's definitely hair of some sort.
Wow.
But I mean, Cliff's shoulder comes to this guy's elbow. If you follow that line. So whatever this thing is,
it was tall.
It's enormous.
And we caught many animals on these trail cameras over the years, and nothing even remotely resembles that hair.
No. You can even see. I mean, that is clearly hair. I mean,
We kind of had our own bear down there that Eric ran into one day. Literally.
Do you think about a bear?
It wasn't him. Eric tested it. He's like, "Yeah, you're not definitely what we're catching." I'm like,
"Yeah."
But it's nothing like we saw down
there. Yeah. That's the only.
I can't see a bear sitting there being that like methodical, with the camera. I think that if anything, they'd swipe at it, and keep moving.
We'd catch the bears, scratching themselves on the trees and things like that.
Yeah, and messing with the cameras as well.
Yeah,
but they're completely different look to them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet.
Yeah. So whatever this was, it's huge. And Cliff was probably jealous if he sees this that he wasn't there.
I mean, either Cliff's like 2 feet tall, or this thing is even bigger than a bear. I would assume.
So Cliff is 5'8". So, so Cliff's head's probably just a little bit higher, obviously, than the elbow, but still, that thing is going to be probably 2 feet taller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. So
you could even probably measure the trees behind to see like if you're ever there again. But that right there is definitely yes. Is it? Right. I mean, like, is it up a hill? Is it like really hilly where it'd be an extreme like?
No, it's all flat right in that area for the most part. So
yeah, that's definitely.
And like I said, they're in the exact same spot, right next to the tree, right next to the camera, right there. So yeah.
Wow.
That's what kind of kicked it off.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, so that's all of our Bluff Creek stuff that we caught. But I mean that's what really started off changing from hiking to more Bigfooting than hiking. So we came down here for years, but then we decided, you know what? There's Bigfoot in our area. We might as well start Bigfooting up here.
So you kind of stumbled upon it. Do you think like it's fair enough to say so you guys went out just hiking, doing stuff like that, and you kind of stumbled upon the wow.
I think for years we talked about Bigfoot, kind of joked about it, I guess, to a degree, about finding Bigfoot, but we had families and kids and responsibilities, so we never really went Bigfooting. But when we were hiking, we were always looking for Bigfoot, but never really until we saw that did we make that change to kind of more of a dedicated approach.
Yeah.
Wow. You can't take something. I always said, like, they found me. I didn't find them. I didn't care one way or another, but it kind of, it changes everything at that moment in time.
Right. Yeah. It's almost like not an obsession, but
Yeah, it
Something
did. I kind of think I felt like for me, I had to be out there every single night. Look, because I had to see what, because it was so phenomenal. Like what I had seen, I definitely would classify it as at a certain point. And then it was kind of like, then I knew what I was here, my purpose. I kind of gained new purpose out of it as to like why I was here and stuff like that. But in probably for the first 5 years, I would say I was out there every single night, dedicated to looking.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I
It
know
does.
my wife thinks I'm a little nuts.
Oh yeah, everybody else. Well, I think we kind of are if we are out there every single night looking for something that most people are terrified of. Yeah, that's hey, our fear factor is just a little bit different than yours.
That's a funny thing, the fear factor, because the different places that we go have different vibes, and so right there where we were is a very different feeling. And like Eric, he very first thing he said when he saw that is, we should stay the night here. I'm like, no, like, we're not,
Let's get the
we're
hell
not
out of
staying
here.
there. Yeah, like I don't want to be here, right now at this point. But then you go to Mount St. Helens, it's a very different feeling versus if we go over towards Mount
Right.
Adams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's very different
Isn't that interesting?
vibes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's different. I mean, yeah, every place you go is a little bit different. Of course, at some points, everything's fine, and then it changes. It's like, it seems a little off here for some reason. But yeah. So
Wow. So did you think that so how close have you come to the big guy?
well, I'll tell you that near the end when it's
Oh, okay. I
just
mean,
when-
here I am trying to.
yeah. Don't get to the end of the story.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never was good at keeping Christmas gifts or anything surprises. I just sit there, but I'll bear through that.
Okay.
Continue.
We'll get to it the next show. No.
No, don't leave it like yet. Oh gosh, you will have to track you down for that one. But you're not even on a lot of social media, which I think is the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. Yeah, so we decided to move our Bigfooting up here, Mount St. Helens, Gifford Pinchot Forest, basically. I live in Vancouver, which is I can get to the Gifford Pinchot in 45 minutes or so. So it's easy for me to get to the woods from here. But we have another place. Speaking of the creepy places, we call it our Falls Creek area. And first thing, actually, I was doing a kind of a recon last spring for a hike, because there's a place called Falls Creek Caves, and so I just wanted to go up there and check them out and see if it's something me and Glenn want to do. It's a lava tube. It's about 1.2 miles long, but we're not necessarily climbers in that respect, and you really definitely have to climb to get into the cave.
Oh yeah,
maybe one of these days we'll see. Get our helmets and go on in, and that could be the end.
I've rappelled down in those caves, and that's some different. That is, yeah. Who's going first, you or Glenn?
Eric.
What?
Eric.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's nice
we'll
to
tell
know
you
you,
how
Eric.
we'll tell you how he crosses the river here soon. Anyway, so I was just coming back from that. So that Falls Creek Caves, from doing that, and I was just driving really slow along the dirt roads, checking things out, and then I came across this. If you want to bring up A2. And there's a couple other pictures of this, and it keeps going, but I call it the fence structure. It's just all these logs, they're piled in, and it really does. It looks like a fence. It's probably, how long is it?
Oh man, 30, 40 yards.
Yeah, 30, 40 yards long. And then it breaks, and then down the trail, well, not really a trail, but down a little bit farther, it does it again. So, there's no way that all these trees are going to fall in place and just sit there. I mean, it's just, unfathomable. Some of these, they weren't even near where stumps were.
Yeah, it is weird because it creates a very visible barrier when there was no leaves there. You could see that I don't know what it's for, but it's so obvious when you look at it that it's either to keep something in or stop something from moving or something. But it's amazing.
Right. Yeah. If you want to put up A3, Blazer.
Do you think that's what bends the trees?
What
Like
do you mean? The Bigfoot?
you know how you go and there's like almost like I've been places like an archway with the trees where they're bending. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
is
yeah.
this what like they're doing right here? Maybe.
No,
These aren't bent as
no.
much as they're placed on top of each other.
Yeah, but the
and-
other trees like that it's on, is that
Oh.
pressure? No, okay.
Yeah.
I
No,
had to
they aren't bent.
ask.
Yeah, no, they're just trees that were growing, and these are placed, and they're not just straight. You can see how they actually, the ones that they placed in there, some of them they had to bend to get around other trees to get between.
Yeah.
See
It's
that
like
they
they're
were-
woven in. I didn't know if
Yeah.
maybe there was more purpose behind them bending the trees, this, making the,
Yeah,
like maybe taking those and bending them like apart, then
right.
I just don't really know what they're doing. It's so interesting.
Yeah, it's tough to tell because Eric does have some pictures of deer that are running at it, I guess, and
Yeah.
and they kind of slow down. So maybe it's to slow
Oh.
prey down. Maybe that was my first thought.
Yeah, yeah,
But who knows?
Yeah, so I think it could
Like
be-
catching a fish, like they're
Yeah, they're
trapping
just-
food.
yeah. They're putting them, go this way. I'll catch you over here.
Oh.
Yeah, don't know, but that's the only thing I could think that a blockade like that would be used for, to divert something to go a different way. But I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But there's all sorts of tree structures. If
This is a place that has that different vibe that you get from Mount St. Helens. It's much more tense. And Eric wanted to do a overnight stay there, and we did it. He drugged me out there in the middle of the night. We stayed out there for like 4 or 5 hours.
yeah,
But it was definitely, it was creepy.
yeah. Yeah, and then speaking of the bent trees, if you want to bring up A6, Blazer. Yeah, so there's a whole area that has huge trees like this, bent and manipulated all over the place. It's just crazy how it's done, how they're bent and woven between other trees.
And
That almost
they're
looks like like they're
It looks
That's
like an
interesting.
eye to me.
and they're-
yes, you
they're
can
all-
definitely tell it's like something and then I'm wondering, you might be right about their prey. Because it's very interesting, like how they have
Yeah.
it, placed and together there.
Right.
you should
They have
show
to
up-
eat. They have to eat, I'm
Oh, yeah.
thinking it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You should show up A4 because
A4.
X is between the
Oh,
two
yeah.
things.
And then so the fence structure's on one side of the street, and then
Oh,
Blazer, if
wow.
you want to bring up A4.
oh,
So
that's you can see it.
we found this X. It was in the middle of the night when I drugged Glenn out there. And we were leaving. We turned on our headlights, and they just beamed right onto this. And it's like,
Wow.
oh, how did we never see this? I mean, it's just right off the road, right there. And it's manipulated and bent between different trees, and it's crazy. And then that big thing that was before this, that's behind this tree, this X. So back behind the X, there was
Oh.
multiple tree structures, large ones.
You know what? And it might be a trap now that because the one I saw was small, and it was maybe that's what that longer part is on getting them in there and like their
Mhm.
food traps.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
yeah,
Because I was like, this isn't big enough for a Bigfoot. What are we doing here?
Right,
One of them
right.
was that I saw, but the other wasn't, and it kept getting smaller and going down to the like a tail. So, but that's interesting.
right. And then one other one where I'm actually putting some gifting. If you bring up A5, Blazer. So this tree right here, I don't know. I keep using my mouse. I know no one can see it.
I can see it.
You can see it bent under the branch to the right. So there's no way this tree can get down below that branch without somebody helping it. Not that it's a big tree or anything, But so what I did is I put an apple on the end of that tree and I released it back up as high as it would go. And that wasn't easy, but
I bet not. No, they're
no.
not.
And
They're
then,
not light.
yeah, then the apple was gone. When I went back a few weeks later, anything could have got it. I know that. I don't say Bigfoot got it for sure. But my big goal is I want him to bend the tree back down. You know, like, you've been messing with my tree. Can you put it back where it belongs? But the apple was gone when I went back up. So to put another apple, I had to actually bend the tree myself to try and do it. That wasn't easy. I mean, yes, it had already been bent before, so they did the hard work. But it was not easy to bend it back down to put another apple on it. But yeah, so
You should put a note there next time. Please bend my tree back.
Yeah. So, I'm just hoping. I'm not putting a camera up there. I'm just trying to see if I can get that tree to go back underneath it, which, like I said, it can't do it naturally. There's just way too many branches in the way to possibly do it naturally. So we will see. But I do have some trail cameras down there. And if you bring up A7 Blazer, yeah. See, my trail camera is right there where the red circle is. You see this big X behind it?
Yeah.
In front of it? It wasn't there before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they put an X behind my trail camera. Or someone did. And
they're like, stay away from they're marking the camera probably to stay out of its view.
Yeah, someone wrote in the comments, X, no trespassing, don't go there. That's obvious to me. That's what that means. Don't go here.
Right. Yeah. And like I was saying earlier about X's, this tree, the green one, is alive. It's not a dead tree, but the brown one is a dead branch that is shoved into the ground. To make the
X marks the spot though too.
Yeah,
maybe they're like,
it does. And you can't see it from this angle, but that dead branch, it's lodged between another branch that's sticking out, so it can't move. It's stuck into place, no matter what. I mean, yes, I can move it and leave it and destroy it if I wanted to, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to naturally just fall.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be messing around like that, Eric.
It'd just be the Glenn show later.
Yeah, well, that's when I go, Glenn, hey, can you move that stick for me?
Yeah. Glenn, just bring out your axe and we're going to take down a couple structures and see what happens.
Right. And that particular camera, it caught something very interesting. So it didn't catch anything visual. It's all audio, but what happens is my camera, or that particular camera, takes 3 pictures, and then a video comes on. Picture 1, you see a deer sprinting from the right side. It's just kind of a blur, but you can see it. And then the second picture, you see the deer on the far left of the screen, still sprinting. And then the video comes on. And if Blazer wants to bring up that is the one that says Bigfoot sounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that
I jumped on that one. I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry. I'm like, whoa.
Right. So
yeah.
So what did you hear the footsteps?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have the whole thing, deer running, then you hear these footsteps. At the beginning, I believe I counted it as 18 steps of something coming fairly fast. And then you hear the yelp. And then you can kind of hear the footsteps again, and then you can hear another yelp in the distance. Some people said it could be a deer scream, but it's definitely not the deer that was running because it wasn't that close to the camera. And it's definitely not that heavy of steps to make that. So, what it is, it's nothing that me or Glenn can when we go by the trail cameras, we can't make that much noise, that heavy of a step. So yeah, like I said, we had deer run across, heavy footsteps. You have the scream, more footsteps. You have the reply in the distance. So, you know, take it for what it is. But
Wow.
It certainly sounds bipedal. It's not a
You hear that?
four-legged.
Yeah, I can hear that too.
yeah.
I almost feel like if you could feel a vibration, like, and I know that it wasn't shaking, but it's just like almost like you could feel a vibration coming with those.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're wearing headphones and you hear that, yeah, it does. It feels like it's vibrating you.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wow. I think
Yeah.
that's it definitely. I felt it.
Right.
That's interesting.
And then actually, the first time I met Sarah from Oregon Bigfoot Fades, I sent her that, and she did a comparison video, which she thought it sounded like, which is the one that says audio comparison. She found this and put this together.
Wow.
Yeah, so she thought it sounded like chimpanzees, which I can definitely see a similarity in how they were doing that. But I actually reached out to the Northwest like chimpanzee sanctuary people and sent them the sound and said, do you know what this sound is? And because we think it sounds like a chimpanzee. And they actually responded after a few weeks and said, no, it's not a chimpanzee, but I can see how you can make that mistake. But it's definitely similar.
It was similar, but yeah, you could definitely hear the difference.
Yeah. So, just another thing that adds to the strangeness of everything of what that sound.
I didn't even know that there were chimpanzees in that area, and the chances of catching one.
Yeah, if I catch a chimpanzee, they're probably more rare than
I know, right? That's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, if you got a chimpanzee in that neck of the woods, I don't know.
Right, yeah. And then one other thing I caught in Falls Creek. This is it's really just a throwaway video. I was filming when I was out there in the pitch black. I was driving up there after work to check the trail cam, just get the footage and get out of there. But I was recording while I did this, and I did not hear this when I was doing it. And I just went back not too long ago. I was looking for some footage for something else, and I came across this, and I played it, and I just heard these huge tree knocking in the background. So if you want to play that one, it's
Ooh. This is new.
You're brave.
Yeah.
You are brave going out there by yourself at night like that. Oh,
There's
wow.
a fine line between clever and stupid.
Yeah.
But
You're brave.
I thought I was on the right side of the fence structure where they wanted me. And that's the same place where we got that bipedal walking and that scream. That's that exact same place. I was going down to check that trail camera. But I did not hear that when I was there. And it was crazy because those are pretty loud knocks.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Oh, wow. That was I had never heard the tree knocks before. So I was like, wow, that's intense. That's
yeah,
definitely
I mean,
intense.
it does sound similar to gunfire. I definitely know it wasn't gunfire. But
No, it was definitely not
yeah,
gunfire.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of our Falls Creek area that we go to quite a bit.
I have to say, you guys do a very good job at going out there trying to find reasonable explanations for things. I mean,
Right,
I've seen you go through and, and that's really important. That really is. Because, like a lot of people just jump right on, like everything's not UFOs, everything's not just Bigfoot. Like you're really trying to find a reasonable
right.
explanation for things. That's awesome. That's amazing. I commend you guys for doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we have to break down our own evidence. I mean, we can't even figure out what half our evidence is.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say Eric's very, very strategic about everything and wants to double check everything. And it's really kind of fun.
Well, I can tell by his organizational skills that that's probably the case. So that's good because mine would be all my stuff's just like thrown in one. I can't even organize it. It's so bad. They're just
Right.
slapped in a file.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see all these labeled. I'm like, man, Eric, you're making us look bad over here. It's good. No, that's like it's awesome though that you can. You know exactly A1, A2. That's
Right,
cool.
right. Yeah, so that's all we've gotten at Falls Creek. We've only been doing that area almost exactly a year.
Yeah.
So we haven't been doing that very long yet. But our first site that we have is up on Mount St. Helens, near a place called McBride Lake. And so let's see, what was it? Probably 2 years ago when we first went up there and tried to hike, just trying to search around.
We
Or was
went
it
up there
3
years
ago?
and years.
3
and
years ago? It was 3 years ago. We went up there. We were just randomly going through the woods, just checking stuff out. And at one point, we came across just a little rock structure, just in the middle of nowhere. Just these rocks nicely stacked up, and and so I always thought I got to go back up there. It's going to be a place I got to set up a trail camera or something like that. So probably a year and a half later, I just told Glenn, "Hey, I'm going to run up there real quick. I have a photo, so I've got the coordinates, and I'm gonna check it out." And then so I went up there. I found it. The rock structure was, a few of the rocks are gone at that point, but it was definitely still partially there. And so I put up some trail cameras, and then a couple weeks later, Glenn, his son Cameron, and I all went up there because I was going to show Glenn where I put the cameras, and then didn't catch anything on the cameras, but probably about 10, 20 yards away, we came out of the out onto this like dry riverbed. And I looked at this tree stump sitting there, and I just go, "Hey, Glenn, Cameron, you got to check this out." So it's B1. There we go. So if you can zoom in a little bit, the apple wasn't there, just so you know.
Oh, is that okay? So is that
not
an
an
apple?
apple tree.
yeah, it's not an apple tree.
I don't
But
think it'll
it-
let us go any closer, and I don't know.
Okay, but if you can see, if you can follow the arrow that I have that you can't see, if you look at all the crevices, there's rocks on every single
Oh, I can see the rocks. Okay.
thing on there, and it was just weird because I walked out there, I saw that, and it's just weird. Who's going to put a tiny rock that fits in each exact crevice? So there's probably like 10 or 12 rocks on that stump going all the way up, and up to that big one, then the apple, which, if believe it or not, I put that there. So after seeing this, I decided to put an apple on the tree. I said, "Oh, let's gift on this thing to see if it's anything that's doing this." And also, right beside this was another tiny. It was a tiny rock structure. It was probably 10 yards from it. But anyway, so I put that apple on there, and then I came back. I think it was either 1 or 2 weeks later to check it, and that was B2. And if you
Oh, look at
see,
that.
there is no apple, and there's a big rock on top now. So that was how that was left. You know, it obviously could have been a person, no doubt about it. But something with
So
a
are those
hand.
carvings in there in that tree that I'm seeing?
Not I mean, no. I mean, there's no carvings necessarily. I mean, that might have been like a claw from a bear or something.
Oh, okay.
Don't know.
They look like X's. That's why I asked.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, there's nothing necessarily carved in there. But yeah, just the thing. Something took the apple, and something put a big rock on top. So, and that was, like I said, it was either 1 or 2 weeks later. And I've tried different things since then. Nothing. There's been no activity, except we did have a hunter walk by at one point, because we did put up trail cameras after this. Hunter walked by one point and grabbed one of the things I had on there and gave me a bullet.
Oh, wow.
He traded me. So I have a bullet if you need I don't have a gun, so.
Maybe it's like, it's meant for a keychain or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's our kind of our first thing that we've done up at Mount St. Helens. And right now we have there's a camera that's constantly pointed at this log. It's caught some really cool things, but no Bigfoot. And then if you go past this, there's a hill. It's just a huge mossy hill. It's really, really neat up there. But we put 3 other trail cameras, and I mean, we've caught tons of elk and deer and stuff like that up there. But,
oh, wow. So how far out is this? Or is this like close to a road where a lot of people walk past, or is it out?
No, it's I mean, it's pretty close, but it's not easy to get to. There's a trail. There's a trail that we partially take to get here. And if you could go straight to that trail, it would probably be what, 400 or 500 yards?
Oh yeah, at least.
Yeah, maybe 600 yards.
Yeah, and it's not even ground. It's a little difficult to walk.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and we have to use our GPS to this one tree we call the nose tree
to get there. Yeah, so it's safe to say there's not a lot of people around.
Right. So we always follow the GPS to get to this nose tree, and then the rest is easy to figure out.
Wouldn't your cameras be motion censored or pick up if somebody was in the area?
Yeah. So, and we have
a camera that kind of to the entrance to get there, if you will. There's a camera right there.
Right, where we call the nose tree. We put a camera right by there, but the nose tree has its own history to it. So it's this tree. Well, it wasn't. We didn't know about the tree until this one point. But there's a section of the woods that we go through. There's like an animal trail for like 25, 30 yards, and that's it. But it's to get through this one section of brush that wouldn't be easy to get through if there wasn't a trail there. And so we walked by this trail. I probably walked by this trail 20, 30 times. And then one time when we were coming back from checking the cameras, let me see. I haven't put that one up yet. I'm not as organized as you thought. Okay, here we go. If you could put up B3. So on our way back, we came by, and those
on the way back.
So we passed this tree already.
We passed it. And
no way.
And the tree's a marker. Like, we didn't call it the nose tree, but it was the tree that marked an entrance to a pathway for us.
Yeah.
No way. Were they your glasses? Or they're just there?
Those were on the tree when we came back.
But not on the way there.
Not on the way there.
How funny is that?
And I mean, there's a lot of weird things about these glasses. A, they're Oakleys. They're
expensive.
They're expensive glasses. B, they're in great shape. And they had not manufactured this particular style since 2011 or 12.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. And then we took the glasses down and they were all covered with nettles inside. So at some point they'd been laying on the ground somewhere, but obviously they hadn't been out in the weather for 10 years, 12 years, because they're in great shape.
Yeah, he wears them now.
Yeah. I was gonna say I can barely keep my glasses for a year. If they're that, like that's impressive on its own. Yeah, I don't think they'd be wearing them out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have been a hunter stopping and just setting the glasses there because they were all covered with nettles
on the inside.
Yeah.
So another just baffling thing. So on one of the live streams, I think it was when I was with Sarah, someone said, you should put the glasses back. So now every time I'm going to check those trail cameras, I'm putting the glasses back on the tree just to see if they'll disappear. And every time I come back, if they're still there, I'm going to take them. And so I'm going to see if at some
He's probably like, why does he keep giving these back? I left them there for him.
Yeah, I wanted better ones. Come on.
Next time, can we get a newer, updated pair without nettles?
Exactly. I can't even get replacement lenses. So,
man, that is cool.
Yeah, and so that's just another bizarre thing that has happened. And then we're back to tree structures. Glenn found this one on the side of a river. If you go to, you can start with A1, Blazer. So that's a structure we found on the side. It's on the Kalama River.
That's more like the one I saw. That it was kind of like, and then it went, yes.
Right. And that was all shoved into the sand. And it was definitely partially degraded. So you could tell there was more sticks that were sticking out that weren't connected to anything anymore. So we got there, obviously. This is spring. We were probably like the first people in that area.
Wow.
To go. And if you go on to the next one, A2, it's even a better view of it. Yeah.
So wow, that is interesting. Yeah, that's more like the one I saw. Huh.
Yeah. And you can see those two sticks that are closest to us, which are shoved into the sand, which I'm assuming were part of it at one point. But the rivers probably just, started tearing it down.
Wow. So Glenn, what was the area like where you're at?
Well, it's on a dry lake bed there. And so we go there quite often and we canvass that a lot, looking for prints. And I'm sure Eric will talk to you about the prints he's found there. But it was just a strange thing to see. It was so out of the ordinary because the water had run through there. You wouldn't expect anything to be sticking out of the bank.
Yeah, no. Is your dog trying to escape?
Sorry about the dog.
No, that's okay. I just didn't know if you need to. You can get up and let him out if you have to.
No,
it's all right.
My wife just came home, so dog.
Oh, I'm an animal person. You don't need to worry about that. I'm like, does the dog need help?
Yeah. And then Blazer, if you want to put up A3 and then maybe A4, just you can see different angles of this structure that's on the river. Yeah, so it's more.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, who would build that?
Yeah. Do you care if I show you the one that I found? I would love to see what you think your take is on it, because it's definitely, let's see, where did I put it? Oh, why does it have to be like this? Why can't we just get along better? Yeah, you can, if you have another one to pull up, you could do that. I just
no, we can wait.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
No, that is. I'm like, no, it's the mine. What happened here? Yeah, no, that's funny. Right? Let's see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, I know I should have put my logo on
it. Yeah, now you guys can see all my pictures that I've, my new pictures I've gotten. That's hilarious. Well, where the heck are you? Oh boy. It's saying program account. I don't know why it's doing this. Let's see here. No, it's saying there's something wrong with the program. It's not letting me do it. But I'll work on getting that one pulled. Definitely go ahead. If it would be mine that's causing problems, of course. Why not? I'll see if I can. I'm running 2 different browsers, and maybe that's the problem. I don't know.
Right.
But I'll see if I can pull it up in the meantime.
Footprints?
No.
What do you got right here?
Yeah, we have the actual footprints. So in that same area, we found some prints. They were tiny, but we found some. I don't have the actual picture of it, but here's one of the prints that we found. And then if you turn it the other way, so you can definitely see where the toes were and the heel. And then we got another one as well, just a little bit bigger.
Oh, wow.
And you can definitely see the toes on that one right up there.
What's weird about these is they're all along the same river, and they're in the mud, and we can track all along the riverbank, but there's sand, like you saw in the picture, and we can't find them anywhere else. And Eric even crossed the river, went to the other side of the river looking for them. We only see them in that one spot.
Yeah.
And it's just odd because you'll see deer and elk and bear all through there, but these footprints are that's the only place we can find them.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy. But we did find one big print by that structure. It wasn't at the same time, and it was in a rocky area, so there's really no detail to it. But it's this one here. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but there's no detail. Like I said, it was a really rocky area. It was about 40, 50 yards from that tree structure in the sand. But we saw this and it's like, yeah, it's a shape of a foot. But no detail whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, I did find my sticks here. I'll pull them up really quick for you. What the hell happened to it? Stop sharing. So I'm sharing my screen somewhere. Oh, here we go. The one in the middle is not. I'll jump over there real quick.
Oh, those kind. Yeah, I have not seen those.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, those are great. I've not run across that particular style.
It was weird how I think I got it at different angles. And this was another one that I had saw.
Right.
But the other one, I'll go through and I'll find the thing. I got a front angle of it. It was so weird. I said it almost. Oh, here it is. You'd almost I said, I almost felt like there was something that was going to come out of it, like a portal. It was really strange.
Right.
And that's the only way that I could. I was like, man, what in the heck is this?
Did you have any sort of like weird vibe when you were there?
Yes, because this is even before I got into any of the Bigfoot stuff, any of the and I said, there's something, this is not right. Whatever this is not right. And it really it felt so eerie. And I was like, I don't know. And I always kept the pictures because I did not know. And then the more I started to find out about this, I was like, oh, so Bigfoot, and I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. They were just so weird that I always held on to them in my photos. And then I found out, I was like, wow, it was very, very interesting. And then I had somebody look at it and they're like, no, you need to make sure that they're not caught, and they were definitely broke on there, but it was very eerie. And I thought, what am I seeing? What would they possibly be doing with something that looks like that, But it makes sense that it's a trap of food. But it did go back like you could see in that side angle. So I always wondered to get anybody's take on it and what they thought, but I don't know for sure exactly what it is.
I looked at, so it looks like a trap.
Yeah, it does. But
it definitely has a trap feel to it too. I mean, it's strange how it kind of bends and twists and turns like that. There's also a site that we went to in Iowa City. It was really weird, and they had all the trees I was seeing if I had a picture. All the trees were bent down. Have you seen that? Do you know why that could be, or a possibility of? It's almost like an archway. It seems like they make.
I think a lot of people think the archway has something to do with portals, maybe.
Oh, see the portal. That's why
I don't know. I mean, as far as that type of stuff, I've not run into any of that yet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was gonna stick my arm in one of those things, and I thought, should I do it? Should I? And it was one of those moments where I was like, I really took all I had not to stick my arm because I was convinced that I was gonna go somewhere else. I was like, there's something not right
that's
about
why you have your best friend do it.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna video
Oh,
it. Put your hand in
yes,
there.
yeah.
Put your hand in there. Okay. Next thing
See
you
you later,
know,
Glenn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Next thing you know, I
missing
can tell you-
411.
I
Yeah.
can tell you all about UFOs from the inside.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I have not run across any structures that look like that yet, but I think different areas also probably have it seems like they have their style what they build in that area. It seems like I go to one area and there's all these type of structures. I go to another area, maybe there's these different type of structures.
Well, it's kind of like how we build our houses. Like here in the Midwest, we build different than on the West Coast, and when we build, so
Right.
kind of that makes sense, and it kind of is more reassuring. What's your thoughts about them not being able to cross water, or being in Hawaii or different areas like that?
Well, we were just talking about water.
Yeah, so I think Bigfoot loves water. There's lots of reports about Bigfoot swimming, especially up in Alaska and in California. And then using the rivers to navigate makes a lot of sense. And there's just so many articles that reference Bigfoot in water. Like, I don't know if he can swim to Hawaii, but
Yeah, that'd be a pretty lengthy swim.
definitely where me and Eric are. It seems like Bigfoot loves water, loves lakes. He loves,
Yeah.
In Northern California, there's reports of him swimming into the islands very close to the shore. Probably to go hunting. So yeah, I think Bigfoot's a swimmer. I think he loves the water.
Yeah. I mean, and another
That's
thing we're trying to
interesting.
figure out is because a lot of people say maybe they migrate, which they may or may not. I don't know. But I'm trying to think, okay, coming up from Oregon to Washington, you got the Columbia River. Yeah, I'd have no doubt that they can get across it. But I would think we would have so many reports of seeing something crossing the river because it's a long way to go across.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
But maybe they do most of their traveling like at night. I mean, it would be so hard to see something on without there's not the light pollution, which is almost makes sense as to why they would be where they are.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure they would travel at night, but I don't know. I just think if they're migrating as much as some people think, I think we would have much more reports of something crossing the Columbia River that would get caught by a boat coming by or even a car going by because the highway goes right next to the river.
I used to think it was migration, but when we found the small footprints and the toes, if you can see them in the pictures, they're wide. They're not like a child's foot where the toes are in because of shoes and things like that. I mean, they're definitely out wide, so it looks like a baby squatch playing on the side of the river. Exactly what it looks like.
Oh wow!
And so that kind of cured me from maybe they don't migrate. I think they just live here.
Yeah, I mean,
that's $1 million question right there, huh?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, the only way you're going to really find out is either talk to them or put a tracker on one.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're talking. So.
Not time. See, Carl Subman, and I don't think he talks about it too. Some of the have you ever had like the correspondence through? I know there's Pops has even talked about a clicking language, or have you heard them communicate?
Well, I think certainly there's so much evidence of them having a language and being able to communicate that it just lends itself to some sort of intelligence for sure.
Yeah.
And when you hear the tree knocking, I don't think it's a coincidence that all of a sudden there's tree knocking and Eric shows up in the middle of the night. So you have the X behind the camera. So I feel like Eric, he's always up in the same spots, always going to the same places that, the Sasquatch know Eric.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, definitely.
He's not threatening. He doesn't carry a gun. There's that piece of it, but obviously Sasquatch doesn't want to be found either. So I think when he hears these knocks that he can't hear, I think they're saying, hey,
Right.
that guy's here again.
Yeah, damn hippie.
Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully he'll leave us more apples. The apples seem to be a big seller. The oranges and bananas, not so much.
I've heard the peanut butter. Peanut butter is a good one too.
We'll get to that here in a minute too.
Yeah.
Oh, here I am. I know. I just stopped myself. I'm like, so did you guys find them? Don't say it. Don't say it. Wait till the end.
No. Peanut butter is great because it's fascinating.
Yeah. But I was just going to show you a few other tree structures around St. Helens. So yeah, if you just bring up C2. So this is a new area I was looking into. Started about 6 months ago. And there we go. And so I was in a section of the Kalama River. It's probably from that tree structure, that tiny tree structure I showed you. If you flew straight there, it's probably like 6 miles. But it's another part of the Kalama River. And I was just walking up the Kalama River one day, checking this area out. And the first one I ran across was this large X. And this tree on the right, it's still in the ground. It's dead, but it's still in the ground. So it's got a stump and everything. The one on the left is one that doesn't have a stump. That's just stuck in the ground there.
Wow.
So again, one tree's in the ground, the other one's not. And then I walked a little farther up the river. This is all in the same day. C1. And there we go. And then I found another X.
And these are kind of in a line.
Yeah, they're all in a line up the river.
Yeah. When he plots them on his map, you can see that these are all. It's very easily to see that these are in a line. It's definitely something intentional has put them there.
Right. And then right across the river from, I can't remember which X, one of these two X's, if you go to C3, this is a tiny structure I found right there, kind of teepee style, but half of these sticks are stuck in the ground and then woven in between the top at that focal point. And
you found a few of these like TP stripes.
Yeah, I found a few of these. These are another
even more pronounced. Some of them.
Yeah.
Almost like a blind.
Yeah.
Do you think they're to communicate with you, like they're on your, or do you think you found?
No, this was my first time there.
Okay.
All these are my first time just walking up that river, trying to find other sections to possibly do some Bigfooting, which, you believe it, I found some.
Yeah. I think you find these teepees and where these are located at, you have these X's, these barriers, don't go there type thing. And then you have these little teepees, and this is like kind of like a hunting ground. A good place for
a lot of deer there. That's for sure.
A lot of deer. There's water. There's a lot of resources here.
Yeah. And then the last thing I found was C4 on this trip. I did find a print in the snow that definitely could have been a foot, but there was no toe definition, but it was definitely shaped like it. But yeah, I just found this bent over tree here, which, and it's alive. It's still alive, but it's just all bent over down in there. And so I found those two X's, that TP structure, and then this bent tree all along that same section of the river within, probably all of it 400 yards of each other, 300 yards of each other. But
that's a cool spot.
And then the next one, C5, which this one, I call it, it's the asterisk style, is what I call it. But I've come across a couple looking like this, where you kind of have an X and then you have the tree bent over the top. I mean, how can it be natural if it's always at the same focal point? I mean,
it's almost like a web, in some of them.
And then actually, if you go to the asterisk and turn around, there's an X. You can see that's placed there too. It's just strange. And this is actually right off a trail. I saw it because I was doing it in the winter, so there was no leaves, nothing in the way. So I could see it. It was just like 30, 40 yards back. But I went by there 2 weeks ago. You can't even see it from the trail anymore because the foliage has grown up so much again. So that's
Wow.
yeah, another one.
Oh, there's the peanut butter.
Oh yeah,
I'm so excited about the peanut butter.
yeah. We'll get to the
So
peanut
Glenn needs to go in like as the planter peanut with peanut butter covered. I think that would be great. See how far you get, Glenn.
butter. Hey, I agree.
Well, I think
Yes, I'm envisioning this.
I think we know what type of peanut butter he likes. I'm just saying.
All right, we'll go ahead and skip to the peanut butter
Yay.
now. Okay, so it was no, not November, October 15th. If you bring up D1, I think that's the one. Yes.
Yeah, there's the peanut butter.
There's the peanut butter hanging off of that tree. And it's great value, all natural. We found out because by the lid color.
My wife was quite concerned that we didn't have any peanut butter left in the house. Where's it at? It's in the woods.
Yeah. Well,
That's right.
there goes Eric again Glenn again with his big idea to cover himself, and P's going to
That's
go out
right.
and catch Bigfoot. Yeah.
So this is right by one of our campsites that we really like to go to. And so we just trekked back in the woods a bit and found a nice little tree to put this peanut butter on. I zip tied it and right between the lid and the where it screws on there, and you can't slip it off the zip tie.
No.
And then I went there 5 months later, 5 months later to the day. And if you open up D2, that's what I found.
Oh, wow.
Something stole the peanut butter.
Yeah, they okay. So it's hanging there. If it was a bear, that twine would have been broken because it's just a piece of twine holding it on. And then the zip tie. And so something had to manipulate it off without breaking the string. And I don't see a bear doing that.
Something unscrewed it.
Yeah. And then just a few yards away, I found D3.
Yeah. And it's too tall for me to reach.
There is the lid to the peanut butter. And no scratch marks, no bite marks, nothing like that. And inside it, you see the paper there, it's part of the label, which is weird. And it's right here. So
you got See, James Gillian used to talk about that, and he said finally they got to a point where they were screwing the lid back on, that he would leave it out as a gift. That's funny you say that.
Yeah, so I mean, it was 5 months, so it was a long time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find the jar anywhere. But yeah, the lid was not too far away. Like I said, there was no teeth marks, no claw marks, no nothing on it. And part of the label was on the inside of it for some reason on the lid. So that just seemed odd. But, who knows? But I did hang another one up a couple weeks ago.
Did you?
Or Jiffy?
No. It's another great value, but I didn't get all natural. Yeah. I got creamy this time.
Yeah.
Do you find there's one what about the chunky one? He might like that.
Yeah. I figure that we have to be somewhat careful with our peanut butter gifting, and I just base it on my dog. Like dogs can only have so
much peanut butter.
Yes, there's certain types of peanut butter. You can't give them like the bad peanut butter; they get sick. So we're sticking with the good value.
We don't want to go out. Yes, okay.
I don't know if it's a Jif or Jiffy, but yeah, my wife only buys good value.
I'm with her on that. I don't think unless it's something I really like, then we're getting the name brand.
What kind of life are they living?
Right.
Living high on the hog there.
Yeah, you know where the extra 50 cents can do, Glenn.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then, okay, this is the strangest things to happen to me, although I didn't know it happened at the time. Let's see. Let me put those in there real quick. There we go. One image. These are all going to be images. So, over by that, all those tree structures I found, we started putting up a couple of cameras, and we started gifting. We were doing a Nutter Butter Cheeto challenge. We hung a bag of Cheetos and a bag of Nutter Butters up. And well, I'm pretty sure they would love Nutter Butters.
Cheetos.
But, beyond that, apparently they don't love either one at the moment. So we don't know what they're going to go.
They just weren't that hungry. My son would say,
Yeah,
you
not-
get what you
not
get,
yet.
and you don't mind a bit. Yeah.
Oh wait, I got to delete some of these images. Okay, remove.
Oh, that's a good point. They said Nathaniel said if they handle it, they will leave fingerprints. That's
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, yeah, peanut buttery fingerprint.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I put that one up yet? I don't know. Okay, so if you want to bring up A1. Okay, so yeah, you can't zoom in. Which
Well,
is kind
this group is the first people who have ever seen this.
Yeah,
Right.
this was. Oh, actually. Oh, okay. So you see where the red circle is. I don't know if anybody can see it, but just kind of to the right side, next to the big tree, just left of the big tree there. There's a figure standing there. And if you bring up B1, it's a enlarged image of that section.
oh
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. So if you can see that possible figure standing there.
Yes.
You got to tell them how that picture
Yeah, I
got
will.
taken.
So that picture got taken from my worst trail camera, of course, but it's actually the one that I used in Bluff Creek that caught that thing. But I was walking up to check the trail cameras. And, when you walk up to a trail camera, it starts going off because it senses you. So it took a photo and I got to it probably just as the video started and turned it off. So, no big deal. That's what I always do. And so, I didn't have any weird feelings or anything like that. I came home that night and I was looking at these photos and it's like, that's weird. That looks like something standing there.
Yeah,
And
it
so I looked at the timestamp, 2:14. I looked at my GoPro. What time did I check that trail camera? 2:14. So it's the picture it took as I walked up to it and triggered it. And the video didn't take, but there was a video file that was empty. So the video, like I said, I turned it off. That was the last photo on the trail camera. And when I saw that, it was like I was actually there and saw the Bigfoot. I just felt adrenaline because holy crap, this thing is behind me.
Yeah.
And then, then I thought, okay, well, maybe it's shadows, maybe it's trees, maybe it's, anything. I don't know it's a Bigfoot or anything. I know it's not a bear. So, I started putting this into AI and talking with AI and AI saying, you got to go back and, recreate it. So the next week, exactly 1 week later, Glenn and I went back to recreate this whole thing and try and figure out if that's a shadow. We went on the exact same time during the day. It was a sunny day, just like the week before. And so we started, and just using the trail camera. So it takes crappy photos just like it does here. And so we went to, if you want to bring up A2. Oh, I don't think that's, yeah, that is. So that's the exact same type of day. Same shadows. If you look at the trees, it's the exact same shadows. That figure is not there.
No.
And then, so what we did is we took Glenn. He was our Bigfoot for this.
Glenn, this is great.
Yeah. We placed him at different locations, and right past that tree there is the river, and then the white you see on the other side is the other side of the river. So I placed Glenn. I said, no, okay, we'll take a picture there, take a picture there, take a picture there. Go the other side of the river on the bank, take a picture, take a picture.
It was exhausting.
Yeah.
Glenn, did you draw the short straw here? What happened?
He's bigger than me. He had to play the big.
On record, Eric, just call me fat.
Yeah.
We're outrunning Glenn now. Oh my God.
So then we took all of these photos and I put them into AI and I say, which one of these photos is closest to, where that thing is standing and where Glenn is standing. And it was the other side of the river. So if you go to A3, that's Glenn, that black spot on the other side of the river.
Bigfoot Glenn.
Yeah, so he's not a Bigfoot. Look at that. That's
no.
He's standing as tall as he can, and he's not near the height of that thing. And he's on the other side of the river, where he said, however Gemini analyzed it, saying pixel-wise that yes, that's where that thing was compared to where Glenn was out of all these photos we took. And so we figured out he's on the other side of the river, and then we asked it to also calculate it, how big it would be. What did it say? It would probably be 7'4" to 7'8". Yeah. Whatever that thing was on the other side of the bank. Then that's not the only weird evidence. So when I saw this picture, I started digging in my GoPro footage, hoping that I looked, because I had the GoPro on my shoulder the whole time. So, it's just looking wherever I looked, hoping that I turned over to that way, but I never really did, which really pissed me off. But I didn't see that. But when I listened to the audio on my GoPro, you see me come up to the camera and turn off the trail cam, and you hear the sound of it shutting down or whatever it does. And then right after that, if you want to listen carefully, you hear splashing in the water. And then I could only hear 2. Gemini said it could hear 4 splashes in the water. So, Glenn being the Bigfoot he is, put it on his board. And I stood and faced away and looked at the trail camera and told Glenn to walk into the water. And so it compared the water splashing of Bigfoot or whatever it is.
So Glenn got in and started splashing around the water.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Glenn! We need video of this. You would be like a TikTok star for this. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, Glenn, you're great.
Yeah, and then we had Gemini analyze it and said those first splashes were much heavier, and whatever displacement of water was much larger by just the sound of it than Glenn could make. So it was just like
that was stomping pretty good.
Yeah. So
I gotta see this. Oh my God.
So that was our recreation, trying to debunk it or bunk it or whatever. And I had another photo as well that looked like, oh, okay. And it was like 20 minutes later, it was just a photo I took with my camera, and I zoomed in on it, and I thought, that looks like maybe a Bigfoot's watching me. So if you go to A5, I don't know if you can see it in this, over on the left-hand side between the 2 white trees going up, you see that thing in the middle, brown looking thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to, I think I can load that. I had a zoomed in photo of that. Let me bring it up real quick. Second image file. I think it's that one. There we go. Yeah, if you bring up B1, I just put it in. No, that's not it. Sorry. It would be B5. Sorry, B5. Yeah, that's I zoomed in a little bit. See how you see that brown thing looking?
Yes.
Yeah. So we had another thing we had to try and recreate. But why bother?
Glenn.
10,000 steps later, Glenn, go forward. Glenn, go back.
Yeah, I'm saying go left, go right. There. That was a tree stump.
Yeah, it was. But I think the big point is Eric goes through a lot of effort to, recreate things or test things and make sure that what we're seeing is right. And it was kind of a long day, but
I didn't have to wear the costume.
Yeah.
So he has a costume too.
Yeah.
That image across the river was just incredible. And where I was standing when we took kind of the final picture of where that creature was standing. It's like a shelf that steps down from the bank. It's rocky with some moss on it, and the moss has been disrupted, and it's clearly a place where animals may go and drink water. And so my theory is, because I'm the philosopher of the team here, is Eric crosses the river across a mossy log. It's very mossy. The river's loud. And as he goes and checks his camera, I think that this creature is probably having a drink of water, and Eric startles it. And it stands up, and AI says it's turned.
Yeah, it says it's the 3/4 turns, why you can't see the width of it so much.
And again, where is this on Mount St. Helens, or is this somewhere else?
Yeah, this is Mount St. Helens. This is by where all those new tree structures I found, those 2 X's and the bent tree.
Okay, somebody asked in chat. I wrote that I thought it was Mount St. Helens, but I thought I better ask.
Yeah.
So I think he actually just kind of walked up on it, and we have lots of other evidence or things that we found there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's crazy, but I don't think I've ever had an adrenaline rush by just looking at a photo like I did, and looking at the timestamp and thinking, holy crap, that was the last photo as I walked up to that camera, and it was right there. Yeah, just
wow.
Yeah, that was creepy. But yeah.
Somebody's saying they're from Kitsap. What is it? Peninsula, Washington. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that close?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I think in terms of Sasquatch, it is. Yeah, it's just a couple hour drive up from us.
Yeah,
or not even that up on.
That's nothing for Eric. That's compared to those 7-hour hikes. Yeah. So do you have a suit, Glenn? Do you have an actual suit that you do this in? Because I mean, if you do, I've got to see some video of this.
I actually have a polar bear suit, but it's white. So Eric said, "No, you can't bring it."
It wasn't a white Bigfoot.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Eric had these printed instructions for me: wear dark clothes.
I just can envision this. I've got to see.
Bring the walkie-talkies.
Yeah, didn't bring those.
So I had to yell across the river. Yeah, Glenn, move back.
Crossed the river 6 times that day. It's a really cool river. I mean, I was in it, stomping around. I could navigate it, I think, if I needed to, but yeah, if my foot was like a size 14, I could easily walk through it. And if I was heavier.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Grab the suit, Glenn. You're really a trooper about all that. I'm the philosopher and the bait,
Yeah, exactly.
Better than that. Oh, man.
So that is pretty much our whole 3-4 year stint of kind of becoming Bigfoot.
We had the trailer rock.
Oh, that's right.
Go
ahead.
When Eric goes camping, it's an experience because it's.
I can imagine. You guys need to do videos with this.
Yeah, Eric's like no one has ever met. But so we go, and he's got the boom box, and we light up the forest with these lights going everywhere. We watch movies, a lot of Bigfoot.
Always movies. Bigfoot movies.
And then we cook, and we like flavorful food, so things smell. So if there's hunters around us, they hate us. But my point is, it's interesting. It'd be interesting for a Sasquatch, I'm sure. And we go to the same spot a lot. And so one night we're sleeping, and Eric has a really nice tent trailer, and I think the gas goes out, and the trailer's rocking because Eric's a good guy. He's out there. He's changing the propane tank. So the next night we're walking down a trail. I'm like, hey, I'm plenty warm at night. You don't have to change the propane tank. And he stops. He's like, I didn't change propane tank. And then it hit us like, well, we're idiots. Like, we know this, but we can't move the trailer. So I had just come back in from going to the restroom when the trailer was moving back and forth, swaying, not violently, but almost like, hey, would you guys please come back outside and entertain us? It was like I jumped on a rock. And so it was a crazy thing. It was just like, why is
Glenn back out?
Yeah, why is it trailer? Eric's like, you should go out and check. That's right. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. That's always, stuck with me. Like, wow, the trailer's moving. But again, you go back to the vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel frightened in Mount St. Helens, but in Falls Creek, I want to run like a screaming.
Also, after he said that the trailer was rocking, I looked around the campsite, and underneath where the propane tank is, which is right below where Glenn was sleeping, there was a stick under there that wasn't there before. I know because I'm the one changing the propane tank all the time. And then on the other side, by my side, there was a big log. It was a cut piece of wood, so someone brought it somewhere at some point for firewood, but it wasn't there before, and we didn't have firewood because we were using a propane fire, so we didn't have any firewood. And these two, this one log and this stick, were definitely not there before. So it was like, and that was the night after Glenn got rocked to sleep. So.
Oh, they were rocking Glenn to sleep.
Yeah. I think they were saying, come back out. And, people talk about all these, so many different things, but, Eric's literally lighting up the forest with 1,000,000 the orb.
This is great. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I bet. I'm sold. If I lived in that area, I'd be like, you guys do not go without me.
Yeah.
You got to see this. Even leading up to it, this is great. This is, you need to show some video of Glenn, the Glenn Bates and Eric in his camp out. It's like, we're missing this part of it. And I think it's probably was some of the best footage.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's good. Definitely.
But, there's nothing like watching a scary Bigfoot movie while watching her.
Oh, yeah. What were we watching that one?
Looking for Bigfoot. I'm like, wow.
We watched, at one time I showed you Bigfoot and the Missing Man.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's seen that.
No, I was going to ask you if when you watch Bigfoot, like Harry and the Hendersons, are you talking about real, yeah.
Well, we did watch the Bionic Man, $6 Million Man Bigfoot episodes. Those are really scary with Andre the Giant. No, because we watched Bigfoot and the Missing Man on one of the times we went out there, which is not that it is scary to watch, but it's in the neighborhood of where we're at.
Yeah.
Where the true story happened. So it's kind of.
We'll have to send Glenn on out there for a few laps around.
You should go looking for something.
Yeah, there's some peanut butter I need. Can you go get it?
You got to get some big jars for Glenn so they can smell it, kind of puncture some holes in.
Yeah.
No, Glenn, I'm all about this. I don't know how I'd probably be jumping in a tree out there, but yeah, no, I got to see it for myself. This is on my bucket list now. To go out watching with you guys, I have to see it. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, if it's not fun, why even do it?
Yeah. That's exactly it. You have to have. You have to have fun while you're doing it. If everybody's just out there all stuffy and serious,
I think if people will watch Eric's channel and just have a bottle of whiskey and take a drink every time I have blood on me, you'll be drunk before you're halfway done. That's what Gary said. You're bleeding again. Really?
Oh, there's a great one where Glenn's crossing the river. He doesn't quite make it.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a Glenn bloopers video. This would be awesome.
There was a rope that was going across. It wasn't a tight rope, so he grabbed it and leaned back, and the rope just kept going and going, and Glenn goes backwards into the river.
Well, I'm going to show how cool I am. Splash.
Oh, this is like the gem right here. Glenn, we need a bloopers. I'm going to watch this now that I have the background story. I'm going to be a whole new fan.
Puncture my lung.
Oh, well, yeah, but that wasn't a Bigfoot. But we did.
It's still just.
I know, this is great.
Getting hurt.
Oh, yeah. Look at our Gold Strike Canyon video from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
We were climbing down. It took ropes. You had to climb down ropes.
Everybody just got to watch it, and then feel free to send me flowers or something.
Yeah. If we can get this link in chat, I would love to see it.
He's 4 or 5 feet up, grabs the rope, leans back, the rope breaks.
There
He puts
goes
a hole in his
Glenn.
lawn. Yeah, he has
Oh
to
my
go and,
God.
whatever. Then his wife gets mad at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, like six white Russians, a plane trip home, and then I find out like, oh, this could be fatal. Like, oh, no.
Oh,
like,
Glenn's
"You can't play
just
with
back
Eric
at it
anymore."
again. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a rough life being Glenn.
I know, Glenn, you survived this long. This is excellent. You defied all odds.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm friends with Eric for 40 years. I'm still alive.
Yeah. There's a special award for that out there. I'm telling you. This is great. You guys are so much. I mean, I knew that Eric was cool, but I did not know you guys were this cool. I mean, this is awesome.
I think the other thing Eric does, and I wrote it in my bio, I'm the often ignored safety officer on our expeditions, but tell me like we're across the river and the log's like this big, but you get there and it's like, a twig and he's just running across it. I'm like, I can't do that. I gotta sit down and scooch across it,
He's like, stop filming me. Stop filming me. No, this is great.
Oh
my wife of him on the log. I'm like, am I being a wuss for not running across it? She's like, no, he's just stupid. That's what I thought.
I see where you might be getting blamed for some of this, Glenn. They're like, why are you going along with this? But I think it's fabulous. Keep going. Keep going. When you guys go down into that cave, by all means, please live stream.
Thermal. Yes.
We do have a thermal. We haven't used it a whole lot yet. I mean, it's nothing like your trues that you guys have, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to get one of those.
Yeah, those are awesome. But
I'll take the Glenn moments too.
I'll take that instead of flowers.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what? On the way to seeing Bigfoot, you got to have these Glenn moments going through there. I think this is like, that's awesome. Glenn, you just made this like. I mean, now I'm sold. I gotta go on one of these tours.
I can see Bigfoot coming out of the woods. Just leave him alone.
Yes, right.
Yeah, for God's sake, like Glenn.
Just kill myself before you kill that poor guy.
They probably feel bad for you, Glenn. Oh, there he comes again.
That's what it is. My guardian angel from Eric. Big hands reach out and we fall. It's okay.
We gotta rescue Glenn. Save Glenn. Oh my God, that is great. Oh my God. You guys are fantastic. This is fantastic. Yeah, there was a question too. Oh, can Bigfoot disguise themselves as Spider-Bite wants to know as a tree stump? We'll have Glenn try it out.
Glenn can do it.
I'm
sure he can. Then that's why
WWGD. Like, what would Glenn do? That's where we're going.
That's a really good question because we've seen lots of reports about Bigfoot actually changing a bit or getting on all fours or morphing. I don't know how to describe it.
We just saw a lady's video she took in the Olympic National Forest.
Yeah.
And if we didn't know any better, you would think it was just a tree stump, but you could look closer and you could see the outline of the face. That was
a cool video.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was pretty far away, and it was the resolution of the video itself wasn't good.
Yeah, she was great though.
But it was great because she just stood there and she was talking to it as she was filming it, and
it moved a couple of times.
Yeah, it did shift a couple of times, so it was interesting.
Maybe it was drinking whiskey, watching Glenn with the blood on
it. Whiskey wins.
I would imagine though, can you imagine? There has to be some sort of, for them to be, I keep envisioning Glenn splashing around in the water. I don't even know if I can pull my.
Why envision it when you can watch it live?
I know.
It's all captured on video.
This is great. Yeah, I think you need Glenn. I think you need a section in that shows this because this right here is the best commentary between Glenn. You're great. You really are.
All right, that'll be my new.
Your wife's probably like, what's he gonna do now?
there was a time where like everything seemed to be happening to me.
Yeah.
But then Eric stepped on a bee's nest that was underground.
Yeah.
I mean, but he
Oh
knew
my
it was
God.
there, right? And then he got stung in the chest.
No, and right there in between the eyes.
It was sad because I just laughed really hard.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
wouldn't
oh my
laugh.
God, I'm so happy you got hurt. You know, like, I feel better.
Why is this? I know what was wrong with us.
I asked him if he was allergic to bees. He said yes. That makes it even better. Good. Hope we swell up.
Oh my God. We're shot. There's something wrong with us here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, bees nest. This is even better. You're like, laugh. Oh my God.
There.
Yeah, I actually stepped on a bee's nest at my house. I made a video of it because it was on my security camera. I put it behind Benny Hill music, and I got stung like
Benny Hill, yeah. We're gonna pray for you, Glenn. Your next trip, you need an evangelist with you.
I want to find Bigfoot just to end the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You should take suggestions. What should Glenn do next?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
start my list.
I'll use Starlink and ask the group, like, what do you think?
Your wife's gonna never allow you back on here again. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, Lori's bringing us food.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. Yeah. You won't be allowed back on here after these ideas. This is awesome. Oh my God, you guys! I literally that was awesome. You guys have been amazing. So how close now that we're coming to the end here and you got food like waiting there? How close have you gotten? The old Squatchter.
Yeah, I mean, that's the closest we've been right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think
like how many feet do you think away you got from it?
Oh, we figured it out that one in the trail camera was approximately 100 feet away.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah,
that's awesome. Did you smell anything? Could you smell?
No, there was no weird vibe, no smell. And that whole area, whenever we go there, it's like a paradise. It's really cool. It's a soft, mossy area, creeks and rivers running through. It's like a little oasis.
Yeah. When Eric crossed the river to come to my side where I was when I was changing my shoes, it was odd because I couldn't even hear Eric until he was almost upon me. And that's why I think that Eric startled the Sasquatch. Because you just couldn't hear it. It's so mossy. It's just a bizarre place. And we had another experience there where I thought I saw something move.
Oh, yeah, on the other side, yeah.
We were just hiking. I'm like, I swear I saw something. And we looked and we just couldn't find anything. And after we crossed the log of death to the other side of the river, we happened to come across a print.
Okay, I might have that.
Eric saw it and is like, and then we put it all together. And then he actually triangulated the whole thing, and it was exactly the same spot that I said I thought I saw something.
Yeah, because we were on the other side of the river originally. If you bring up A10, that's the moss, but that's where we saw a print right after Glenn said he saw something in that area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
and that's the other. That's a crazy thing because that's the only print you see. I mean, it could be a bear.
There was another one that looked, it was an indentation, but you couldn't tell any detail.
You're tuned in, huh, to him, Glenn?
Yeah. I'm terrified most of the time.
Awareness. Show no fear, Glenn, when you're out there. Oh my gosh.
But,
do you ever hear? Do you feel them calling out to you?
They eat deer. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't hear them calling out to me. I just feel like
you're calling out to them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, get me the hell out of here. But I just feel like there's these different vibes. But it's funny that they eat deer because we were hiking in the same spot and we came across a deer kill. Yeah. And we've seen deer bones before, but this was a weird one because the way the bones were stacked, the skull was hanging in a tree which we look back, and a lot of different
Cultures.
have done that as an offering, place the skull in a tree. So if Sasquatch is a distant, tribe or something like that, maybe that's something that they've done. But it was just weird how the jawbones were stacked together.
Yeah.
It was just an odd, didn't look like an animal, because we seen another one the other day where it looked like, a cougar,
Yeah.
something like that. But this was just way different.
Yeah.
It looked like what?
So the one we seen two. One was
In the same area.
Yeah, it was stacked together. It was
the jawbones were
orderly.
stacked on top of each other, the right and left side.
Oh.
It was just weird because, I mean, what are the odds that something eating it's going to accidentally leave them like that?
Then we saw one just, what was it, 2 weeks ago? But it was an animal kill that we would be more used to, where the bones were kind of still intact, like, when animals eat, they eat the stomach out, so the ribs are still
I've
kind of
seen
there.
that before, just like a carcass in the road.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that?
It was just bones. And so it was this other one that just keeps coming back to us, or coming back to me, like, this is, Sasquatch lives in this little spot that we're in right now, for sure.
Right.
For me anyway.
Yeah.
They're like, what is that human gonna do next? We gotta see.
Again, Eric's just the most entertaining.
Live TV.
Yeah. We don't need cable. We got Glenn.
I think you bring Eric out there, he's smaller than me, and they're like, that's not really worth eating, but I'm marbled. They're like, oh, look at that thing.
I'd love to know what's going on.
When I do go out there alone now, because people talk about mind speak, whether it's true or not. I do go out there and I say it, hey, if you're here, show me, let me see you. And I started doing that about a month ago when I was watching someone else who was doing that. So, it doesn't hurt. Just, do that. Yeah. And then I get that photo. So I don't know.
It's kind of like the CE5 protocol. I've heard now, when I do it, like, I always envision, like, if you look from space and then you envision your location, and I always say, please come, thank you. And in through my head. And I'm telling you, if after, it seems like there's like a little bit of a lapse there, but if you go out to I keep going to that same area. I've heard it's been very successful on both ends, on Bigfoot and so that's cool.
Yeah.
You'll have to, go out there. Have you ever gotten anything back? Because a lot of times, like, when they say mind speak or telepathic communication, it could be pictures, it could be scenes kind of like running through.
Yeah, no, but I mean, naturally, I am not an intuitive person like that. You know what I mean? It's got to be something I got to more work on and try and focus, or try and listen back and not just move on with my life. But,
Yeah, you're pretty A to B. Eric's a very much of a methodical person. Like, it took hours.
Sitting out there and meditating would be really against Eric's.
Yeah, I got things to do.
Yeah. But he's very scientific about everything that we do. Everything's for a reason. The cameras are in a place for a reason. So he's always thinking of those things, and that's what's cool is, what you see are things that, we believe. We see lots of things, but a lot of things we just debunk as tree fall, as or whatever. So you go through a pretty big process, I think. And
what will Glenn do next? I think this is great, because when you test the theory out, you could start off with your theory, and when you this is great. This is absolutely wonderful. I would tune in every day to see this segment.
All right. Well, we need Bigfoot to show himself more often so we can do more recreation videos.
Yeah.
I think the next step is we're going to go spend a week up there, right?
Yeah, we're going to spend a week up at Mount St. Helens in the tent trailer, but we're still going to work. So we're just basically spend the night there, come back into town, work, go back out there at night. We're going to do that for a week.
Do you get signal out there? You got to live.
I have Starlink.
Yeah, well, I have a Zoleo.
Yeah. But we have to go to town to work during the day.
Yeah. So
that sucks. But other than that, this is
we want to keep our presence out there, and hopefully, the longer we're there, the more comfortable they might be to come in, and
it's the crazy thing is, people always ask, like, why doesn't Bigfoot show themselves? But they have nothing to gain from showing themselves to us. And so I think just by being normal people in the woods, going about our daily lives and watching movies and cooking. And,
Yeah.
you know, the thing that they have is, I'm sure, curiosity. You know, what are these
Oh, yeah.
what are these guys doing?
Why
Right.
do they tell us to stay, not to feed the humans?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
can you imagine the instructional manual? The humans, you run the other way. Like, there's no way.
That's right.
But if you could offer them something, I mean, obviously they need food, water, and possibly shelter.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Or
you're onto
Glenn.
something there. Or Glenn, yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn.
So we like to do, we do cook like pretty fun food that
Yeah.
it smells like, we have our chorizo and
Yeah.
do things that,
They
you
really
get
smell
there.
up the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Smells
Yeah,
like the
it's-
smoke that
it's-
comes from
I would, I remember my brother talking about going out, and he said that he could see all these bear swipes, and he was all about going out there and looking for Sasquatch. He said he got out there. He's like, I took everything I had to stay out there. You have no idea. I had all the music, the doors, the music was blaring, the lights from the car, every single light he could find. He said he was so scared. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
That would
well,
be crazy.
that's a good thing. People can watch this, I think, on a video too. But I'm not allowed to have bear spray anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Oh my God.
you have to. You guys are
What would Glenn do?
Yeah, you have to go to the
Yeah.
PNW-Rush channel to learn why I can't have bear spray.
Oh, see, oh my God, these are the moments, Glenn. Like, I mean,
Oh,
you guys, this is I'm
There was a
telling you.
moment my skin was on fire till I got home.
Did you? You
Yeah,
just need, my.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Did you spray yourself? Were you
got,
testing it out?
I got caught on so we're hiking through this dense forest, and my bear spray gets hung up on a branch, I guess.
Oops.
And so
Yeah.
I walk and it goes. And we're like,
Oh
hey,
my
what
God.
is that sound? So we move again, and it goes. And I
Oh my
spray
God.
myself with the bear spray, and it really smells. And I'm like, man, it really starts to burn. So we're stopping at rivers on the way home and pour water on myself. And I'm gonna get home, and for everybody out there, it's Dawn dishwashing soap. If you wash your affected skin with it, it will break it apart like a little duck on the commercial. It
Oh
works.
my God, Glenn.
So now Eric carries the
Yeah.
bear spray.
Glenn can carry the gun, but he can't
Yeah.
carry the bear spray.
Oh God, Glenn. Oh God. Yeah, just don't let it get hung up on anything. You should be okay.
Yeah, and I came in the door, my wife's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Don't even ask."
How did it
I got
spray that
poison-
easy? That you probably
Yeah,
couldn't
oh.
recreate Glenn if you tried.
I got poison control again.
You're like the Bigfoot crash test dummy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is great. Oh my God. Oh, I don't think I've laughed so much. I mean, this has been awesome. But this is exactly, I think, the fun spirit of it. And that, you're bringing like, this is exactly what people, it's that excitement. It's that fun. It's, what will Glenn do next moment?
I gotta take a picture of that. Oh, please, that's so funny. I gotta hang that in my home.
You should put it on t-shirts. This is great. I'm envisioning. Oh my God.
That's the funniest thing.
What are you getting a picture of?
Oh,
Blazer's comment.
Yeah, marbled
Oh,
and
it's
bear
Blazer.
sprayed. Pepper spray.
Oh, I missed it. I had to see when I saw that you were like, I'm like,
Oh, that's
where-
so funny.
Blazer comes up with the zingers. I'm telling you, some of the stuff he says is so funny. But I don't. Oh, I must have missed
Glenn
it.
a flamethrower. Come on, guys.
Lori Ladd. You guys are on the opposite ends. She was talking about seeing a spider, and she's all about that flamethrower, hairspray. That's a group out on the other side of the coast. You guys are the cryptid people, the Bigfoot people are the funnest groups ever that I've found. I'm seriously, this is awesome. You're a great group of people.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, I'll have to. My side. I've been laughing so much, my side hurts. But I know that you guys have food in front of you, and I can't imagine that's probably a little tempting, like especially with the camera going. But this has been so much fun. I would love to have you guys back on. Before you go, let everybody know you guys aren't going to find him on Facebook but YouTube. Definitely go over to PNW Rush -- Rush. We have it's all in the description. And then, and look for more. I mean, what are you guys doing next? What can we look for? I can't wait to see what's on the agenda next.
Yeah. I mean, basically right now it's just going up to our spots and seeing what we can make Glenn do. And then hopefully Bigfoot shows up.
Yeah. If this chair's vacant next time, you know we found Bigfoot.
Right. And then, yes, Glenn, we'll see. Eric, how's he doing next? I think you should have a crowd, like live stream this. I'm telling you, people and put down, you know, like it's kind of like one of those books, this, and this. You just see what goes on for your options. See where the crowd takes you.
Eric leaves me with like my own little GoPro in case I get captured. You know?
Yeah, good.
Film it, you know, and just leave it somewhere so we can
throw the GoPro once you start moving or going somewhere else.
That's right. This is all for science.
It's in the name of science, Glenn. In the name of science, from philosopher to bait. I mean, you literally. I can't get any much.
Where's the Spinal Tap? Glenn goes to 11.
Yeah. You should keep a little. Oh my gosh, I could see this. This is all play. Yeah, I'm gonna watch with a whole new appreciation. So again, I just want to. I want to thank you guys so much for coming on. This has been absolutely wonderful. What would you like each of you like to leave the audience with tonight before we let you go eat your dinner? It's making me hungry.
Pray for me.
Pray for me. I pray for Glenn will always pray for Glenn.
No, just
keep watching PNW-Rush.
Yeah,
I think that motivates me. I know it motivates Eric, and it's really fun. It's fun to come on these shows too.
Yeah,
and just because it's fun to hear what other people see and see like your tree structure. I think that's the biggest thing is the
sharing of information, just in the chat and just that you just because you learn new things all the time.
Absolutely,
and new things to try, and that like the whole peanut butter thing. So when me and Glenn hung up the Nutter Butters and the Cheetos in the tree, which are probably still there,
watch the video and vote for Cheetos.
No, vote for Nutter Butter. But there's another group of squatchers. They did the same thing. They said, "Oh, okay, this is a shout out to PNW-Rush." So they hung up just a package of Nutter Butter, and actually it was Chips Ahoy, and they had a trail camera, and it wasn't real high. It was just like 4 or 5 feet up, I think. And it's a really cool video they made. So you see these crows fly by, and more crows fly by. Just a bunch of crows fly by. So you think the crow is going to grab one of them, and then all of a sudden, the next video is no video. It's corrupted. Then the next video is corrupted. Then the next video is good, and they're gone.
Isn't that something? So I wonder if they can, like, if they do come across and they're like, oh, they're smart. They'll mess with the camera.
They say so.
Well, this is just like the paranormal. At some point, I think these all cross at some point, but I just can't figure out exactly where.
I think absolutely they do.
Oh, that's awesome. So you guys, if you have not subscribed to Glenn and Eric, go over to PNW-Rush. I want to thank you guys again. I'll let you get going for the night, but we definitely have to do another part of this. Yes, you've been awesome. You have both been awesome.
Blazer, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Blazer.
Blazer's amazing. All these pictures, everything you guys, it's been amazing. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. That was probably one of the funnest shows that we've had here in a minute. It really, they're so informative, and you got Glenn. I mean, this is Eric and Glenn. I mean, they're definitely a duo. So cool. Tomorrow we do have a show. It's going to be a special show coming at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you're a mod and you're able to make it, I know Pops is heard, and I know Blazer's already on it. It's going to be a bit controversial, and it's going to be a bit, we're going in honor of David Wilcox, where you don't know, Corey Good is putting together, a whole campaign, because not only did he have mental health things going on, but it was really fueled by a group of people on Twitter, the Truth Seekers. They call themselves the Truth Seekers or the Critics. There's a lot of cult I mean, there is some stuff that I was so alarmed when I got the kickback on it. I had not, and I will never say that I have had the extent of any one of these individuals have had, because I do, as soon as I heard, and in watching David and talking to Corey, I knew that how serious this was. And I've seen some of it firsthand for myself. We do have witnesses that are coming forward that have their own, that have a pound of evidence. So we're to keep this and to put pressure just to have an investigation done, because there should be no point in time when this type of bullying or this type of attacks go on. I'm telling you, it is so bad. And the stuff that they do, and they're going after your very character. Like, there might be maybe a 10% like, oh, this is real, but they'll take it and they fabricate it and they make it so ugly. And it's a ritual. It's all a part of this. There's a dark piece of this community. So, I talked to Corey. He's not going to be on tomorrow, but our guest who will be, and I'm going to kind of wait till the last minute till I announce it, because there's going to be some serious pushback on this. I feel it's right in my heart of hearts to do this. I've been on the opposite end of these attacks. There was a time on Twitter where I hit 1 million hits a month. Like that's how much. And due to a group and the information that was getting out, I walked away from all of it. The only thing I'm right now streaming to X, and there's people over there I love very much on X, but what is being allowed to go on with the cyberbullying, I don't care who lied, what was said. This nobody deserves. At the end of the day, we can all agree that nobody deserves to be the end of this. So, in honor, and like I said, in honor of David, this is not like we're doing this to end the bullying and the cyber. I mean, because if anybody can say, oh, this was depression. People don't understand this fuels depression. When you're having a hard time, and it caused his marriage to collapse. It caused about everything and these people take great pride off of this. The same person that is they even told me, the critics, quote unquote, that they actually care about us and our choices. And that's why these nasty videos are being made. That's why all of this stuff is coming, because you care. That's crazy. Like I don't need anybody caring about me like that. And like I said, if it had, I had not that I have taken it to the extent that any of these individuals, or especially David, has, that's not the case, but it is out there and it's very serious and it definitely needs to be handled. So, I trying to do my best, I think, and we will announce, just know these aren't small names that are coming forward here. Like, we are rolling this out because it needs to end. And I don't ever want somebody to lose their life or take their life over a cyber bully or critic or whatever you think you are, because you can say and do, and the people who know, you have trashed. They even called my local. What are they mad at me for? I filed a copyright strike. That warranted them. They caused so many problems in my community with the local police even. These people are not normal. They have recruited the most disturbing individuals, going as racist so-and-so. I mean, if you're putting that as your name, you got problems. I mean, these people are honestly the people, what rock did you crawl out underneath of? And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm really not. But these people aren't thinking on the same level that we are. There is an excitement that comes with this. The more damage they can do, the more happy they are. They couldn't be more happy to tell you about downfalls in people's lives, about taking, we are human. We make mistakes. And I'm not saying anybody's perfect. I'm the furthest one from it. And I have made mistakes and I've owned it. But do you need to take anything like that and make it so ugly? Like, they want to make it so ugly, like, so nobody talks. It's more dangerous to prevent any information from coming to light. They don't even want you to speak. Otherwise they send, and there is a troll. We have our guest tomorrow has evidence. They actually went and they doxed all their information, as they did mine. They broke into her vehicle. They have gone to great lengths and extents. You're not safe. It doesn't matter if you're, I guess maybe being in Iowa, I feel just a little bit, but this is so, what is happening behind the scenes is so unbelievable that I think it needs to be explored and exposed. Usually people are like, hey, I don't want any part of this. I don't. And they make it that way. They definitely make it that way. Because the moment I know the repercussions that will come of this. I know. Every time I had James and Corey on, I knew the attacks that would come. I knew the warnings. I've been warned. I've been threatened. I get the whole 9 yards. But if I did not believe so passionately in this as a bigger cause, I would say why am I doing this again? Because you're going to get whomped. But the more, if we can, I've also been taught, the more public you go, the more people that know and understand this, the safer that you are. Don't go trailing off by yourself in this. And that's what they're trying to do, is isolate and divide certain people from the community. Why? They're sick. These are sick people. And like I said, I've never talked like this. I've never said this, but as a mental health therapist for 7 years, I'm telling you, these people are the people they're not good people. They are definitely not good people. There's a lot of satanic stuff going on behind the scenes. There's a cult, a very, very strong cult presence that nobody wants to talk about. But we all know at a certain point, everybody knows that this stuff exists. There's not somebody out there that does a show that isn't like been doing this for a period of time that doesn't know that this exists. But nobody wants to talk about it. Why? Because you'll find out, you'll see the repercussions after tomorrow. But that's okay, because I believe I do not ever want to see another life that has gone too early because of something like this. It is so unacceptable. This is not law abiding. This is not like you're not doing anybody any duty, or you don't help our lives like you say you do, you critics. This is going to end. And I am going to ensure everybody, I'm going to do everything within my power and whatever influence that I have this far into it, I'm going to use to stop this, because everybody, the truth should be the most important. But that's what we need to protect. And we need to protect the people in our community. Nobody is perfect. And I'm not even going to state that, but the extent when you hear some of these stories, it's honestly enough to make your stomach turn. I'm sorry, I get a little emotional because I've been there, and we're always, in a different, nobody's like, you can't show the public how upset you can't. And I'm like, I can't pretend. Okay. Like it would be so, I'd start itching or something. I break out into hives. I'm just not, I am who I am, regardless of where I am or whatever. People love me. They hate me. That's okay. That's great. I'm not meant for everybody. But if you're trying to destroy my life like that, and you've gone for other people, and now people are taking their own life out of your critic or your duty to think you're helping somebody, not happening. Not on my watch anyway. And I can take it. All your nice little fake AI like pictures or mugshots you had going around Twitter, that's great, because I can sleep at night. I know the reality. I know what happened. And so I'm just warning everybody, it's going down tomorrow, and it's starting, and I'm not backing up. Nobody is backing off of this. I think it is important enough, and I believe in my heart of hearts that this is the right decision to make. And I understand this could totally be career suicide, but people's lives are more important. People's lives are more important. So yeah, if you want in on, we're going to be doing this, and it's 5 p.m. tomorrow, Central Standard Time. And like I said, just due to the sensitivity of all this, I'm not going to release the details of who's going to come forward on this round. But like I said, there's a whole campaign. Well, it should not happen. It should not happen. And just because we're online and just because whatever, that doesn't make it okay or any better. Like the same rules. Like, because I said, these people, if they were doing this in your community, they would have restraining orders easily. But everybody's so afraid because of the gang stalking. All of a sudden you'll have they all go in and they all come at you, and you have videos you're scrolling through, and then people, it's like, don't feed into that either. I was getting calls, are you okay? I said, why would I not be okay? Oh, well, and I said, that's what happens. People don't like, this is what happens. They're mad that I filed a copyright strike against them. But in that copyright strike, it also gave all my information. And they couldn't have been more happy about that. So, as I said, I only have had a taste of it. I've not had it as badly as some of the other people in this. But I think if we realize that all of this stuff and automatically jumping on, I don't care if you like what Corey Good has to say or you believe it, you don't have to. This is not about that. This is not about David Wilcock and his message. This is not about this. He lost his life. Depression, yes. I'm not going to say and take that away from the family, but what fueled that? Everybody knows. And as a mental health therapist, I can tell you your environment and those situations can really take you down a deep, dark tunnel. And it can happen like that. And so I'm very sorry. My heart goes out to all those friends and family of David Wilcock. We were doing our best to make sure that that this doesn't go without purpose. So again, I want to thank each and every one of you. I really appreciate the support. And like I said, if you have a wrench and you're free tomorrow, we'll definitely need the backup. So stay tuned. Like I said, I don't look for me to be releasing it anywhere before. I'm going to probably put it out there just a couple hours before I'll let people know that there's going to be a show. But that's the reason I'm not giving the full details until, especially after talking to the individual I'm who's moving from hotel to hotel right now to kind of stay safe. So this is, especially if you look to the community, there's some crazy stuff that goes on. Now, this is not even, if I even told you some of the alarming stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people are not talking about, you'd be like, man, it's unbelievable. But why we're not talking about it is a better question. Why this is not being brought forward is a better question, because together, and we stay together, it's so much more safer. But one of us goes out there and just, then you got a target on you. So I'm just saying, everybody, we got to support one another at a certain point, and you can't let this go on. You really can't. And that life that was lost, that is a person that the world, it will never be the same. So I just want to say, I appreciate. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Blazer. We have 5 new Woo Crew members. That's amazing and awesome. And I also want to, Two Shadow 2665. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. And like I said, if you have a wrench or not, if you're here and you can be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, it would be great to have the support. And you can see the rollout happen, because there's no turning back and there's no regrets. So thank you, each and every one of you. I hope that your week is going fantastic and you have just today's been so much fun. Keep that love, that joy, and that fuel that's going, because that's really what keeps us alive. And it's really what being a human here and this whole crazy human experience makes it enjoyable. So again, I just want to thank each and every one of you. I cannot tell you how much your support and means, and it really is. It's a great group. I'm very everybody says oh, you're I'm like, you know what, this is you have no idea how excited I get with chat. And I could be having the worst day in the world and ever get off these streams, and I feel so grounded and so good. And that's because of each and every one of you. And it's there's 2 parts to it. So I wouldn't give or say what I'm doing for anything in the world. I would not. But there are things that if you have the voice and you have the platform, there are right and there's wrong. There's definite. I'm not saying there's not gray area. There should be. But when those wrong things are going on, we can't just stay quiet. We cannot just say, oh my God, I don't want to be the one. No, we need to be the ones. That's why we're here. If we're not going to be those investigative journalists and we're just going to go along with everything, then what's the point? That's not why I'm here. The truth is very important to me, and getting there is very important. I never take this for granted. I never, ever do. But again, thank you for taking the journey into the unknown. I'm Coley, also known as ColeyUFO from SNX Radio. And if you're free tomorrow at 5 p.m. tomorrow, I would definitely appreciate it. And you hold a wrench, by all means, the no holds barred. I just want to say that if you have a wrench and you're here, please exercise that ability, because it's not, you can say all day long, oh, these people, but there's people out there that actually buy into this and believe it, and they'll perpetuate this through, and it's like a virus all on its own. So we're just everybody deserves to live in peace. Your information, your right to speak, but realize when your freedom of speech impedes upon and comes to an end. And that's when that's people need to understand boundaries. But this group of people, especially, they need to be stopped. This can't go on any further. They were so pleased by David's death. They were so pleased that they were like, it was a celebration. I could not even imagine how sick you would have to be to do that. I couldn't even imagine. And I'm a mental health therapist, so I've seen it all. But that is a horse of a different color. But we are going to, in the honor of David Wilcock and his right to have lived a life without this, we're definitely jumping in here and we're going to do something about it. So thank you again. And on that note, I'm out of here.
These they ain't lying. UFOs in the night.